Good morning, stalkers. Today's moving day, and we've been stealth camping for 2 weeks at Westmore Land State Park in Virginia. First state park in Virginia I think I've stayed at. I will say we got here on Friday, and the first thing we did, well, we got ready. We break down. First event, we went to go have s'mores. Ranger Max, Angel, and I cannot remember his name. I haven't we made a post about him, but I'm sorry. I apologize. It will come to me. We've met almost all the rangers here over the 2 weeks period, and they have been a blast. They they've been fun and entertaining. They love what they do. They have a passion for what they do, and it's nice, reassuring, comforting. They have heart in what they do, and it's amazing the pride that they have. Now, maybe I'm oversimplifying or just super excited because it's my first state park. After we sold our house, moved in the house, our RV full time. It could be just, the honeymoon phase. Who knows? But I don't think so. I think this place it's got a little bit of magic in it and so much potential. They're working really hard to build it up and make it something. This park was founded back in 1936 by the Triple C men during the Great Depression, I guess, in that era. And they built this park, the pond, the cabins. They built it without any instructions or know how to do other than relying on one another to build the park or what it is. They built cabins, they built trails, they cleaned it up, made it really enjoyable for you and me and everybody. Our camp host, the park is empty right now. I think we have one other camper that came in last night, tent camper further down. But other than that, it's just been us, almost by ourselves, at least since the storm Monday or Sunday over the weekend. Everybody took off. I think we're going to have a full house or close to a full house. But with the crazy storm that was predicted Monday, everybody left but us. We have nowhere to go. We were going to stay. So, talking to Ranger David, and she used all their last names, but I feel they're friends of mine now. And Ranger Dave allowed us to relocate our rig, allowed us to stay here because they closed the park down. Knowing that we didn't have anywhere to go, we really wanted to stay because we have no place to go. And then this 70-mile-an-hour wind prediction and tornado warnings and doom and gloom. And we ended up, he allowed us to stay at a big field, big open field. As you come through the front gate of the park, they don't allow parking there normally. And I got a big rig, heavy. And he allowed us to stay there across where he lives. And it was pretty much of an uneventful night. Everything kind of went around us to the left or the right. We got a little bit of wind for about maybe 20 minutes or so. But other than that, and some rain, and that, it was pretty uneventful. It would have been just fine staying in our spot. I am gonna miss this place, and if we ever come back in the area, we're gonna come back and say hi to everybody. I will say that this park has been extremely friendly with Agatha, my wife, and I. Uh, we we made friends for the very first night, not intentionally, but made friends with the camp host and the park rangers. Uh, had great conversations with other campers. It is pretty cool. This is the kind of life that I'm looking forward to doing. Getting out there and meeting people, listening to people's stories. And I kind of a little upset with myself yesterday. I thought I was recording yesterday. My wife, she wanted to make shark earrings. That was her only thing she wanted to do here. And we were leaving today, but the shark earring making is until Sunday. It's like, I'm going to have to come back just for that. But I was like, you know what? Let's ask Max or Angel, uh, two of the rangers that host the little educational building. Mostly for kids, but we're being kids and aren't. Ask them to see if they'll let you. And Max was there, and he allowed us to make shark tooth necklace and earrings, and we had fun. And he told us a story about his mom, who worked at what was it? What do you call it? The archive library, and the National Archive. Hopefully, I'm going to get this story right. And I'm upset because I thought I recorded this, and I wanted to make a special video of Max. Max, first of all, Max is a redhead. We all know redheads don't have souls, but you can believe that until you meet Max. Max is a gentle, kind soul. He's good-hearted. He's going to be a fine young man. And talked about his girlfriend, talked about his mom, talked about this story about his mom being in the archives, working for the archives, and came across a letter from a kid, and he worked the president. He wanted to be some mascot out of a football team, and he wanted to know if the president can help him make that happen. So, his mom came across the letter, and then, with the archives, they try to complete the story and all this stuff. Called the guy, found him, did a lot of research, found who the guy was, and called him up like, what? I ain't got time for this. I'm at my golf course. I'm playing an important game or something like that. Yada, yada, yada. And she's like, oh, apologetic. And, hung up on her. Well, she called again later and apologized. Didn't mean to mess up the game. It was like, what? You cost me $20 on a game I lost. Yeah, then I explained to him what she did, and it's like, oh, okay. Yeah, I think she had the letter for the response, and wanted to know, get more about it, But he did not like his mom at first, but the response to the letter was, oh yeah, that's kind of nice. And I want to say it was like Franklin Roosevelt or something like that. I forget the president, but kind of a letdown response for a kid. And go ahead. A couple of campers, a group camper. And where was I at? Oh, so the response was like, yeah, okay, that's great. Nice kid, let down. But after that, they kind of got to know each other, and they've become like really good friends over the years and stuff. But the way Max told it, there's such love in the story, and he loves his mama, you could tell. And he loves his girlfriend. She showed him how to make necklaces and earrings. Ranger Dave, the park manager, Very, very nice guy, very happy. Talked about his history, and he doesn't look very old, but he's got a lot of history under his belt at different parks. I was kind of amazed on his resume he was talking about, and he's got a cool office, by the way. A lot of geeky stuff, even though it's all geared towards park stuff. It is still pretty good. Oh, thinking the campers that are staying here, they're contractors. They have contractor logos. So they have these cabins here. All right. So these cabins have been built back in 1936. They've never been renovated, updated until 2026. They're stripping them. They're building them. They're gonna make them what they are today, and it's pretty cool. So, kind of looking forward to coming back and seeing what they look like. But, or maybe not. I guess just a bathroom break. Wasn't sure. There's contractors rebuilding all these cabins. These cabins are pretty cool. Um, we've we've talked to campers here during the weekend of the big storm coming. It got really, really cold here, and there was a guy that showed up with his daughter in a Tesla. No tent, but they had a little tent like you put a porta potty in, for a little privacy. And they had this little blow up couch. And I guess they were going to spend the night. That didn't pan out. They were gone because it was getting cold quick. On the other side of us, a guy and his girlfriend, they had a tent. And I think this might have been Friday or Saturday, I forget. They did not last the night in that tent. They had fires going. They slept in their car uncomfortably. And they were gone first light. Yeah. It's rough. You don't want to camp when it's cold, that's for sure. But we're fine. We get hot in it. It'll be 30, 29, 15 degrees outside. We're hot in there, and the heater's off. But you got to crack a window. It gets hot in there. All the breathing, and it just stays warm in there. So it's going to be interesting with this heat dome that's coming. 101 degrees in San Antonio yesterday. Not really looking forward to it. But we'll see how Tumbleweed holds up. We have a fan page on Facebook, Tumbleweeds on Fire fan page. And Ranger Dave stopped me this morning. We're not advertising the stuff, but we'll tag what we can. And the fans of Westmore State Park, I think it's the tag. We were tagging them in there, just sharing our experience and having fun. And we left a nice little review. My wife does a little daily blog post, and Ranger Dave pulls up and doing his daily morning checks, and tells me, "Oh, his wife read our post last night and showed him, and she really liked it." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." So we're talking some more and stuff. Set that down right here, and I don't know. It felt good. I love bringing joy in other people's lives, as well as bringing joy in my life. And this park has brought some joy in our lives. Agatha loves this. Oh, she loves the park. Buddy would love it probably more. And we're looking forward to bringing Buddy on our journeys here. Agatha, Felicia loves the park. I love the park. We didn't do every trail. We didn't do everything because, we have things to do into town. And we got to go into town today. And we're going to head over to a new campground, and stay there for about a week before we head down south. And after next week, we will. We're going to really start our adventure a lot more because we're going to head down to Louisiana, offload this last bit of stuff in our garage and whatever else we have inside that we brought from the house, and put that in our storage and take stuff out that we're bringing with us for camping. And the venture will begin. We'll be heading north. I guess we are snowbirds. So, but yeah, follow along. Follow our fan page on Facebook, and Tumbleweeds on Fire. We're trying to figure this out, playing around with it. I'm doing different things with videos on YouTube. We're not quite sure exactly the direction we want, but we're just having fun with it. And you know, give me comments and tell me what you think of the videos, suggestions. I love the feedback. I love hearing people's stories and memories. Give me thumbs up if you like the video. I greatly appreciate it. And watch our other videos. Maybe we try to get this thing monetized. Maybe not. Maybe we don't know exactly what we're doing with it. We're trying to figure it out. We definitely are. We're definitely trying to figure this out. But Tumbleweed is our chariot. She's a beauty, and we're looking at possibly removing the wrap and adding a wrap, more of a tumbleweed type wrap, full wrap. I think we want to just kind of stick out like a sore thumb, so it's us driving down the freeway. Yep, maybe we'll be featured on RVs Gone Wild. But yep, here's to having a good time. Waiting for our next adventure. So I think that's probably sums it up right now, stalkers, and I will see you guys on the next video. Bye.